I'm calling into the meeting. I'm just making sure speaker, okay?
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Well, I'd like to call to order the April 5th regular scheduled meeting of Truman County Board of Commissioners. Appreciate everyone for attending and participating in our local government today. At this time, I call on Commissioner Staley Hills for invocation, please, if she would.
Let's pray. Thank you, Father, for this day and opportunity to serve this time. Ask, Father, for your direction because we know that you are in charge and you have the final say. And we ask for your guidance as we make decisions that's in the best interest of every person in Truman County. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Amen.
All right, so we'll stand for pledge of allegiance. Lead us, pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America
and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
First order of business before the board will be the approval of the minutes for March 1st, 2021 regular meeting.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes as written.
Do I have a second?
No, I wasn't here, so I can't.
I'll second it. Any further discussion?
Yeah, I found two things that need to be corrected on here.
Okay.
Curbside trash pickup. I made a motion during that time that we table that motion until we had a public hearing. And I don't believe that was mentioned in the minutes. Also during that time, it was stated that the curbside trash pickup would be at no cost to the citizens of the county, and that's not in the minutes. And I think those are two important things that need to be part of the minutes.
I have no problem with that. I think that probably should be,
You can approve this with the corrections to be made and still approve it so we don't have to bring it back and then I can send y'all a corrected copy.
we have to get a Commissioner Powell to send the motions for approving this one, and we'll approve it, we'll make a motion to approve it with corrections.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes with the corrections as stated.
I second. Any further discussion? All in favor, vote aye. Aye. All opposed? Quinn voted aye also. All opposed? Motion carries. All right, now we go to our public comments part. We had none requested. Get to the part of the county attorney. Our former county attorney, Tom Everett, decided that last week would be his last week serving as county attorney for Truman County. That has left us in a position of being county attorneyless. And as y'all know, with a lot of the things we have going on and going forward, that's not a position we need to be. Being a small county, it's not a big pond to fish in for our pulling county attorneys. So I reached out to the ones that I know that live in the county, and I did get a response from James Garner, a constituent in the county, that he would like to take the position as county attorney. With that being said, I'll open the floor for a motion motion for a county attorney if anyone would like to try to appoint a county attorney this time.
I'd like to make a motion to appoint James Garner.
All right, we got James Garner. I'm gonna ask if anyone would like to try to appoint anyone else.
I think we need to consider somebody else, because I was not familiar with this, we didn't get this until, when I got it, everybody had gone for the weekend. Because I think we need to be, at least take applications and interview some people before we make a decision.
I agree with that. I've also talked with James, and he's interested, but at that time he had some more stuff going on. He said he'll sit down and talk with me, and he also said he would talk to the board as a whole too. So I think we need to do that first. I think we need to advertise, and now if we need him as interim until all that, then I don't see a problem with that. But I don't think we should do one today.
So there's no other name to be brought forth.
I think we need to advertise so we can see if some names going to be brought forward.
I have a motion for Jimmy Garner. I have a second for hiring Jimmy Garner as county attorney. I'll second hire Jimmy Garner as county attorney. Any further discussion? All in favor for voting Jimmy Garner as county attorney, please vote aye. Aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed to voting Jimmy Garner for county attorney, please vote aye. Motion carries. I need to put him there. He's right across the way from the courthouse. All right, next order of business before the board. During executive session at the previous meeting, the board come to a concession to make a purchase the land for future development for first responders and our transportation department. We purchased from Mary Fowler. Tom had reached out to Mary Fowler, and Mary Fowler agreed to accept the proposal of the purchase price. And to go forward now, we just have to have a formal voting inside of the open meeting to go through with the purchase of the land. It was a purchase of the 20 acres for $210,000. Do I have a motion for purchasing the land to go forth with the purchase?
I'll make that motion to purchase the property.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
I have a second. Any further discussion?
Yeah, I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
You said 20,000 for 210,000?
20 acres for 210.
Yeah, 20 acres for 210,000.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, the first time we were told about that land, it was for 200,000. What's the other 10,000 for? Who's gonna get that land? What's the purpose of that?
It was 210 was total purchase price.
That was the first time we were told about the land, it was 200,000.
210,000 was what was voted on at the last meeting.
We didn't vote on anything at the last meeting.
We voted on it in executive session. We took a census under executive session.
Okay, my question is, the first time we were told about the property, it was 20 acres of land at $10,000
I
a acre.
understand your question, but your
Okay, so-
question's not right. That's not what was said.
Okay,
I don't know what you're insinuating, who's getting what, but the money's 210,000 is going to Mary Fowler.
I-
That's right. It'll all be documented, contracted, and recorded in the courthouse.
I checked my notes from that meeting, and then I checked with Angie. I didn't ask her about the first meeting because I had my own notes. But Kevin, you was on the call that night when we first heard about the property. Did you hear 200,000, 20 acres at 10,000 an acre?
No, I didn't.
You did? You only heard what?
Which Which meeting was this?
This was
Which
a
call?
call.
It was an executive session last meeting.
Oh, last week, I was on the meeting.
The February meeting, we had a call meeting, and the land was brought up. It was the planning meeting. That's the first time we heard about the land purchase.
I wasn't there.
You were on the phone.
In February,
Yeah.
I didn't come at all.
That's not when the decision was made. I understand what you're talking about. What you're talking about in the planning meeting,
Yeah.
I said that we could buy this for around that price, what you said, 200,000. We went into the meeting, we went in at 210, just in case it's what the number was. We went in at 210 and that became the number. At the last meeting, it was approved by the board at 210. That's what's been offered to the man for the land. As simple as we want to buy it or we don't.
I'm sorry.
I said, it's as simple as we want to buy it or we don't.
But okay, what you told us at the meeting was it was $200,000.
I told you in pre-planning, I thought we could buy it for around 200,000. The number ended up being 210.
Okay.
And that was the number that was agreed upon at the last meeting during the executive session.
In February.
And if we could, that was in March.
We didn't agree upon that. You just told Tom not making him offer that, but we never took a vote or anything on that amount.
We took a vote. I told Tom we couldn't vote in executive session. Tom made us vote.
So let Tom check on it.
He didn't ask us for that. He just said, tell Tom. He just told Tom that offered $210,000.
Okay, we've discussed, any further discussion other than that concern?
So he asked for $200,000, but you offered $210,000.
No, he hadn't asked for 200. We went to him, asked, I had approval from the board to go to 210. We asked him what he wanted for it, 210 was the number. That's how it worked out.
So what's in the minutes?
This executive, it was voted, it was agreed upon during executive session. Did you have that recording?
We don't record executive session.
Angie, let me ask you again. Do you remember at the meeting over here, we had one night, the same night he opened the bids, did he not say 20 acres at $200,000, that's what the man wanted?
I do remember 20,000 is what I do remember.
Yeah, it's 28.
20 acres at 200,000. Okay, all right, that's what
I mean, I do remember that being said.
Okay.
Do we need to call Tom here? If we call Tom, would that help you?
It won't help me because I know what to say. I just wondered what the issue comes to.
Well, apparently not, what you say is wrong.
Excuse me?
Apparently not, what you're saying is wrong. I'm not arguing with you about that. I mean, that's okay. We have a motion on the table, we have a second for 210. Any further discussion? If not, everyone who would like to vote aye, please vote for buying the land for 210,000. Aye. Anybody like to vote against, please vote aye. Nay.
No.
Nay.
Joe, how'd you vote? Aye. Motion carries. Next order of business before the board. Commissioner Gillis has the floor for updates on mobile food pantry.
Okay, yeah, I talked to y'all last month about mobile food bank and we thought everything was worked out. Well, on April the 1st, I talked with the guy again to set up a date for him to come in. And he told me at that time that it was at the end of the quarter, and according to their calculations, there was no need for any extra food here in Truman County. I don't know what they're calculating because I know not all of them do not serve all the people that we are serving, but so we won't be getting food pantry back at this time.
You said we will not?
We won't, no, we will not. But one thing he did say, if we know of anybody that needs food, to refer them to Mount Olive Church.
So he didn't say how that census came up?
But what was it? How did it come up with the Truman County don't make food?
He said based on his calculations for the quarter, the first quarter of the year, I have no idea. And he was gonna send me something in writing, but the last check my email, I didn't have it. But I know that was a good program for us because we served over 250 people every time, and I just don't know that our people are gonna get served anymore.
Anything else? That's it?
That's it.
Next order of business is appointments for Truman County Library Board. I believe Ms. Jean Rogers requested to come to address the board about the library.
As I'm sure all of you saw all of the new signs that we have up. So after being closed since March 18th of last year, we plan to open next Monday on the 12th. And there'll be a lot of stipulations. Everybody has to provide their own mask, there'll be temperature checks as they come in. There will be a maximum capacity of only 8 people in the circulation area. Computers are limited to 1 hour per day, so somebody can't come in and stay all day long. People checking out books can have 30 minutes to browse, get their book, and leave. So things are going to be a lot different to begin with. We're also going to try to do the summer reading program again this year. We had canceled everything last year. But what I want to all bring before all of you is that we want to do outside programs this year instead of having them all in this meeting room. And we'd like to use the lot over there next to the commissioner's office. And we have 2 vendors that are coming to entertain this year. One is a magician and one is a fiddler. And we'll have those 2 come in. The funeral homes will put up a tent for the vendors. And we're going to move it from 2 o'clock in the afternoon to about 11 that morning before it gets really hot. It usually lasts about an hour. But we will need to run drop cords from the commissioner's office. And I want to check with you on that to make sure all of that was good. Our theme this year is going to be Tales and Tales, T-A-L-E-S and T-A-I-L-S. And so right now we're trying to put together having like a petting zoo for one of our programs. There'll be only 4 programs that year. And we'd like to have that on the lawn over under the trees also. So that's what I'm checking with all of you about to make sure that that's okay before we proceed further with it. If it's not, we might have to cancel everything.
I don't think we need a motion for that, just kind of approve everyone's good with the petting zoo on the lawn behind the library.
That sounds like a good opportunity for kids, to me.
Yeah.
Y'all good with that?
Yeah, I don't think we need to approve it. I mean, that's part of the library agenda, so.
Good with that?
Yes.
What's the name for the library board?
Miss Justine Gillis and Miss Brenda Brown have and they both would like to serve, continue to serve. I think almost that entire board, they're up for, to be put in, but we only do those 2. Like the city, they do 2, and I think the Board of Education said 2 as well. But these are the only 2 that we have to.
All right, we need a motion to approve Ms. Justine Gillis to the library board if the board so chooses.
I move that we reappoint those 2 ladies.
All right, put them together then. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Any further discussion? Not all in favor, vote aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carried unanimously. Now we have appointment for the tax assessors board. Did y'all see we're trying to go, well, we have asked for our boards and we're trying to make sure we have everything up to date with our appointments and stuff. And then just got the list compiled of all the boards and board members would like to see those. But this time the tax assessors board has a vacancy and they have sent over, they would like to appoint Van Harris on the tax assessors board. So at this time I open the floor for a motion for appointment to the tax assessors board.
I'll make that motion.
Go ahead.
I was going to move it.
I got a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Not all in favor, vote aye. Aye. Motion carries. Then we have the appointment to the Development Authority, and this would be where Reverend Stevens is coming back. His term's coming back up to be reappointed, so if the board so chooses to see so, the floor is open for a motion.
I make a motion to reappoint.
Do I have a second?
I
Second.
said,
Yeah, motion and
Kevin
second.
can do it, but Kevin won't.
Kevin second, Quinn motion. No further discussion, all in favor, vote aye. Aye. All opposed? All right, the address job before the meeting, we had to have approval for the expenditure for the comprehensive planning fee for the regional commission. Talked to the city's gonna kick in their half, so I have to have approval for expenditure of $10,000 to go payable to the regional commission. This thing is done so last one was done in 2016, and it's time to do that again, so need a motion for the approval of the $10,000 expenditure to pay for our comprehensive planning through the regional commission.
I'll make a motion, we pay 10,000 to the regional commission.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor? Aye. All opposed? I'm gonna take it as a motion carried unanimously. And it's hard to hear here, because unless we're asked to, just trying to make sure we get everybody votes documented correctly. Next order of business is approval of contract letter for courthouse renovations. What we got going on there is, and I think some of us went up and looked, Sheriff Corbin had a guy up there doing some work on judges' chambers. What they've done is look excellent. Only problem is this guy's run out of time on the county. He's got on his own time now, so Sheriff come to me and he requested, let's take this guy and continue to utilize him. It was $14 an hour. And
I don't remember. I think so. I believe that's right.
I'm pretty sure it's $14 an hour just to keep this guy on his contract labor to continue the progress done on the courthouse. So for us to do that, I need for us to agree upon it as a board to pass it as a motion to go under contract labor with said person,
His name is Randy Adams.
Randy Adams.
Who?
Randy Adams. And this won't go through payroll. This will be done through AP's contract labor.
So what all he's got to do? I know he did the judge's chamber. What else he got to do?
The rest of the offices are like where the, what's the other room's called, Josh?
The jury room, they're gonna redo it, and I think.
The other side, where people meet with their attorneys and stuff, the council room.
Redoing all the mold and everything in there.
And they put floor in there also. Welcome to go up and look, it looks excellent. And I appreciate Sheriff Corbin for taking the initiative to help us work through the renovation of the courthouse. And all this expenditure will be paid through the SPLOST proceeds that were coming in at this time.
How much time are they talking about? Do they have any idea?
They've done, how long they been over doing that, Josh?
Maybe a month.
Yeah, they've done it for about a month and they've got a room and a half done pretty well. And it's probably, what, 2-3 more rooms? You're not talking. And I'll be fine putting this 6 months at a time, and then we can come back in 6 months and reevaluate. We'll put time limit on it. How about that? So if y'all want to utilize, keep doing what we're doing, I'll entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion to continue using.
Y'all want to put the timeline on it? To re-up? Do I have a second?
Second.
Got a second. Any further discussion? Not all in favor, but aye. Aye. All opposed? Motion carries. We have approval, we have our LMIG project bid date fell on Good Friday, so we had to back it up to this morning at 8:30. So those bids come in for our LMIG, Commissioner Hollis has those, there's time for consideration for approval for our LMIG paving project for the year 2021.
Okay, this is,
They have it broken down per road, or they have it?
they got it broke down here.
They got it totally, okay.
Yeah. This is from site, like it's two.
It is
Oh,
for
it's
two
right
different
here.
sections.
So that's the total price, labor and materials.
Okay.
for $313,000. No,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, $903.96. So that's that.
Can you read that number off of that?
Andrew, what's that number?
It's 330. Your bill is $313,903.96.
That goes there. Okay, this is Littlefield Construction Company. Littlefield,
They broke it up into 2 different roads, so we'll have to add their bids.
So we got to add those.
So,
That's the total. Okay, rough line right there. So that's, okay. For total price, labor and materials, $319,486.04. And that was Littlefield.
are you representing the paving company? Sykes. And that's y'all's bid, the 313? We opened this correct?
Sorry?
We opened these to the way you had it bidded, correct? We call these numbers out the way you had it bidded? Okay.
And it is broke down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see the way you got it. We have somebody, I think you can start, woods, guy with woods. Their little bid is $319,486.04. So we have the 313 and 319. Open the floor for a motion to accept a bid at this time for our 2021 LD project.
You have Sykes at 313? I'll make a motion to approve Sykes at 313.
And we have used sites before, right? Yeah, we have used sites before.
We did the industrial park,
Yeah.
the lift station out there. And
They're doing some stuff for the city right now,
yes,
out there.
we got 5 residents working on right now.
They're a good company, well,
I second.
represented. Any further discussion? If not, all in favor, vote aye. Aye. All opposed? Motion carries. All right, next order of business before the board. Appreciate your bid, appreciate you showing up today.
Yes, sir.
We look forward to doing business with y'all. Next order of business for the board is approval of the quote for the annex roof repair. I think everyone got a copy of that in their packages also. They come in to start with, it was to fix that roof, it was about 70 grand, it was high. We all got plans of trying to get across the road into a better building with a better setup. And so I went back to Rotary, but they've been working on it in the past, patching, doing things, and I asked them to get us a bid up for just trying to fix what we got and get us by some time so we can get out of the building and, or do something different. But they're at the point over now where they're catching water in buckets, and you can't have that because the building's just gonna get worse and worse. So, what was that now?
13,275.
So if y'all, the board so sees fit, we'd, get them started on the base out, try to get the leak stopped so Ms. Donna can take her trash cans down.
I think you and George talked about this. Is this for the whole roof or just that
And
spot?
this is fixing the
Just
leak
the spot.
area. The whole roof was like 90-something grand, wasn't it?
Yes.
Oh,
It was on
This
the,
is over here.
yes ma'am, an annex building. Yeah, the flat roof.
So what are we gonna do when we fix this? We gonna move everybody out there?
That's what I like to see us work towards. I mean, there's nothing written in stone, but I mean, I've made it known, I'd like to see the school board in that building. I mean, it's something we're gonna have to talk about, but I mean, they need it. They're sitting in that little bitty building. They need somewhere to go, so you know, if we can get our people out of it and utilize everything we need to